94 minutes. That's all it took, 94 minutes, for the most jaw-dropping moment of Day 4 at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Qatar's captain rose highest in the dying seconds to send Bay Area Stadium in San Francisco absolutely ballistic and earn his nation their first ever World Cup point on foreign soil. But here's the thing, that wasn't even the biggest shock of the day, because right now, sitting at the top of Group C, above Brazil, above Morocco, are Scotland. Let that land. Welcome to SoccerVault. Here's everything you missed today. 4 matches, 4 stories, more drama than you can handle. Let's break it all down. We start in Group B, and what a match this was. Switzerland came into this game as clear favorites, and on paper they did absolutely everything right. They dominated the ball, they pressed, they created chance after chance, they put 26 shots on goal. 26. Breel Embolo stepped up to convert a penalty in the 17th minute, and for the next 77 minutes, the Swiss looked completely in control. Switzerland were cruising, or so they thought, because in the 94th minute, the 94th, Qatar captain Boualem Kouki flung himself at a set-piece delivery at the back post and powered a header into the net. The goalkeeper never moved, the stadium erupted, and just like that, in a single second, Qatar have done what generations of Qatari footballers never managed to do, earn a World Cup point away from home. That 94th minute equalizer is not just a result, it's history. The group remains deadlocked after matchday 1, and Switzerland must be wondering how they walked away from San Francisco with only a point from 26 shots. Next up, a heavyweight bout at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, in front of 80,663 people who made the trip to watch 2 of world football's most exciting sides go at it. And they were not disappointed. Morocco drew first blood. In the 21st minute, Ismail Saibari, one of the most technically gifted midfielders at this tournament, picked up the ball, assessed the angle, and chipped the ball with outrageous precision over Alisson Becker for his 10th international goal. A chip over Alisson. The confidence required for that, it is extraordinary, but you cannot keep Vinicius Jr. quiet for long. Just 11 minutes later, Vinicius linked up beautifully with Bruno Guimaraes on the left flank, took 2 touches to manufacture space, and rifled a right-footed effort past Yassine Bounou to level the game at 1-1. Also his 10th international goal. The symmetry was almost poetic. After that, neither side could find the decisive moment. Both Brazil and Morocco walk away with 1 point each. But this is a group that is wide open, and the heavyweight rematch, if it comes, could define who advances from Group C. Now, I need you to understand the significance of what I am about to tell you. Scotland have not played at a FIFA World Cup since France 1998. That is 28 years in the wilderness. A full generation of Scottish football fans who grew up watching other nations at the tournament, wondering when it would ever be their turn again. Well, their turn came at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts, and the Scots did not waste it. John McGinn, Scotland's captain and heartbeat, scored the only goal of the match in the 28th minute. Haitian goalkeeper Johnny Placide parried a shot from Che Adams, and McGinn was first to the rebound, composed, clinical, unstoppable. Scotland held that 1-0 lead for the remaining 62 minutes through sheer defensive organization and collective will. Haiti had moments. They're dangerous on the break, but Steve Clark's side absorbed everything thrown at them. And here is the result that makes this truly unbelievable. With Brazil and Morocco drawing earlier, Scotland sit first in Group C, on 3 points, above Brazil, above Morocco. If you wrote that script, football would reject it as too unrealistic. But it's real, it's happening, and the Scots deserve every second of this. Over in Group D at BC Place in Vancouver, Australia served notice that they are a serious force at this tournament. Turkiye were making their first World Cup return in 24 years, since that legendary 2002 campaign where they finished 3rd, and they came in with confidence and a point to prove. But Tony Popovich's Socceroos had a plan, and they executed it brilliantly. Nestori Irankunda, the young forward who is becoming one of the tournament's early breakout stars, collected the ball on the counter in the 27th minute, showed outstanding first touch, composed himself, and finished with real quality. 1-0 Australia. Turkiye pushed for an equalizer but couldn't break through, and Connor Metcalf killed the game off in the 75th minute with a low-driven strike from outside the penalty area that left the goalkeeper with no chance. 2-0 Australia. Goalkeeper Patrick Beach was exceptional throughout, commanding his area and making the crucial saves when Turkiye tested him. The Socceroos didn't just win, they controlled, and Group D is already shaping up to be one of the most competitive groups in the tournament. Let's be honest with each other for a moment. Nobody predicted this. Scotland above Brazil. Scotland above Morocco at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And I think some people will look at that table, laugh nervously, and move on, assuming Brazil will sort it out. But I think that dismissal is dangerous and completely misreads the Group C situation. Here's what we know. Brazil, under Carlo Ancelotti in his first major tournament as a national coach, looked disjointed in stretches against Morocco. Yes, Vinicius is match-winning quality, but there were moments, long stretches, where the structure looked uncertain. Morocco, meanwhile, proved they can hurt anyone. Saibory's chip was world-class. They have athleticism, technical quality, and belief from their 2022 run. Scotland have now shown they can defend as a unit, stay organized under pressure, and take their chances. 3 points, clean sheet, job done. If Scotland hold their nerve in their next match, and I believe they will, this group could come down to a final day shootout where Brazil and Morocco need results to go their way. I'm not saying Scotland make the knockout rounds, but I'm not ruling it out either. And that fact alone is one of the most remarkable stories this World Cup has already produced. All right, let's look ahead, because the next 24 hours are absolutely stacked, and these 3 matches could reshape entire groups. Germany versus Curaçao, 1 a.m. SGT, June 15th, Group E. Germany make their tournament debut, and this is as comfortable an opener as a heavyweight can ask for. Curaçao are making only their second ever World Cup appearance and will be compact and disciplined, but Germany's squad depth is extraordinary. Julian Nagelsmann has options all over the pitch. My bold prediction? Germany win 3-0. Kai Havertz gets on the score sheet in the first half, and the Germans send a statement to every other team in the tournament. Clinical, ruthless. That is what Germany do. Netherlands versus Japan, 4 a.m. SGT, June 15th, Group F. Now this is the one to watch. Japan have already proved at the 2022 World Cup that they can shock anybody. They beat Germany and Spain in the same group. Ronald Koeman's Netherlands have brilliant individual talent, but can sometimes look vulnerable against high-pressing, tactically organized opposition. Japan will press hard, look to hit on the counter, and make this incredibly uncomfortable. This will not be a walkover. My prediction? Netherlands edge it 2-1 in a match that goes down to the wire. But don't sleep on Japan pulling off the upset. Ivory Coast versus Ecuador, 7 a.m. SGT, June 15th, Group G. Ivory Coast carry the weight of the continent with them into every tournament, and they have the talent to back it up. Ecuador qualified impressively and won't be rolled over, but the Ivorians have quality that can unlock any defense. Watch Sebastian Haller. If he's on form, he can single-handedly decide this match. My pick. Ivory Coast win 2-1 in a nervy physical encounter that goes right to the end. What a day of football. Qatar making history with their first ever World Cup point. Scotland sitting above Brazil. Australia announcing themselves in Group D. And tomorrow, Germany, Netherlands, and Ivory Coast all step onto the World Cup stage. This tournament is only 4 days old, and it is already delivering moments we will remember forever. If you're loving the SoccerVault coverage, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop your comment below right now. Which result shocked you the most today? Was it Qatar's 94th minute equalizer, or Scotland sitting above Brazil and Morocco? I want to hear from you. See you at the next update. Stay locked in.